Hello everyone, Voodoo here, and Blizzard just posted a preview of the class changes coming in 11.1, and Havoc Demon Hunter has finally got changes. Now, it's not a lot, not a ton, nothing insane, but there is some stuff to go over here, so we're going to talk about it. We also have our data mine tier set, so we're going to cover that. If they're doing a feedback Demon Hunter post that they normally do, it's not up at the time of me recording this, just because I want to get this out, so we'll go over that in another future episode of covering changes. So, changes. Crazy. Let's get into it. All right. So here we are. I never thought this day would happen. It has been over a year since Havoc's spec or class tree has received any changes. That time's going to keep going for the spec, for the class tree because this isn't really a thing. You know, spectral sight is now just not horrible to push, and that's about it. But we have some changes. Not a lot. Not a lot. You know, looking at everything else, a lot of other specs got a lot more changes. But hopefully this is just the start of what's to come. It's a good start on initial reactions, but obviously it's not the whole thing, but let's just dive into it. So first things first, Demon Surge has now been capped. That sucks. Without Demon Surge, Havoc's damage and Mythic Plus is going to go way down. And all of these talents that we have here don't really make me think we're going to have a ton of other AoE damage. So right off the bat, I think we're going to get heavily killed in AoE damage because they're also doing something else down here that'll hit it. So Demon Surge capped at 8 targets, well, soft capped, but still gonna be powerful, but just not as good of an AoE turtle. First new talent, Screaming Brutality. Blade Dance automatically triggers Throw Glaive on your primary target, and each slash has a 50% chance to Throw Glaive an enemy for 35% damage. They did it. This is the Season 3 Dragonflight tier set, and they have brought it back almost word for word, I think. This is great. I don't know where this is going in the tree yet. I have to assume it's going where Any Means Necessary was. But honestly, like, huge plus. This thing brings together glaive builds. It makes glaive actually function. A lot of our tree just didn't work at all because our rework was built around this tier set. So when they got rid of this tier set, the rework ceased to function. Now, no idea how this is going to work with Reaver's Glaive. We'll have to just wait and see until PTR comes up. PTR will not be up this year. It'll be up in the new year. So we'll have a few weeks to wait, but you know, solid stuff here. This is probably the thing I'm the most excited for. Really love this. Awesome talent. Happy this is going to be in our tree in our class moving forward. We also had changes to the movement stuff, which is the other big thing. So Momentum has been renamed Exergy, which, by the way, I hate. I think it's a horrible name, and has been updated. The Hunt and Vengeful Retreat increase your damage by 5% for 20 seconds. So basically, Momentum is now just a 100% 5% damage increase, which is like fine, I guess. Nothing super wrong with that. It's like super easy to use. They basically removed Spell Rush from this completely. Which is fine. So you can basically do a low mover build variant with this using Vengeful Retreat. Honestly, that might be enough to kill mover combined with the inertia changes. So inertia now is the Hunt and Vengeful Retreat cause your next Fel Rush or Fel Blade to empower you, increasing damage by 18% for 5 seconds. Again, this is very good because you can now use Fel Blade instead of Fel Rush to do all these things. So you don't actually ever need to Fel Rush a single time ever again unless you're playing Unbound Chaos. So the need to Fel Rush has been removed from the tree entirely. Now that could be a bonus, it could be a negative, depending on how you want to do. Fel Rush is still a very efficient activator for this because you're always going to have one charge of it no matter what, unless you have to use 2 for movement. But the fact that it's been removed from Momentum and Inertia means that using Fel Rush for damage is almost exclusively dead, except for Unbound Chaos, which was also updated. So the Hunt and Vengeful Retreat cause your next Fel Rush or Fel Blade deal 500% increased damage. Now, in single target, you're probably going to use this on Fel Blade because Fel Blade, they've buffed it 6 times now. 500% increased damage to Fel Blade, honestly going to be quite a bit. So we have this package now of Inertia where we're going to use Fel Blade probably in single target or low cleave scenarios to buff it up or in situations where we can't move. Sorry, I'm cooking dinner while I'm making this video. That's what that ding was. But now we're in this weird place where what's the point of the Fel Rush stuff? You know, Vengeful Retreat and the Hunt's here to stay. Fel Blade's here to stay. But Fel Rush doesn't have a real use case anymore, except for in AoE with Unbound Chaos. Now, they've also changed their locations here. So if we pull up the tree, which I haven't done yet, we'll just duplicate this. Pull up the tree at the top here. So what they've done here is they've swapped these around. So Inertia is now a third talent row option up here, and Unbound Chaos has been doubled in power and moved down to the bottom here. So it will be really strong for, you know, Fel Rushes and stuff, but you no longer need to take it to get down into here. So you can now kind of branch out or bail out of Inertia once you hit this third gate here, and you don't have to use a bottom point talent on it, which is pretty good. So we probably will see that happen. Now 500% is pretty powerful. So I think a lot of our AoE damage will come from Fel Rush now in Mythic Plus rather than like other sources, which could be interesting. We'll see what happens. Eventual retreat into Fel Rush is still a weird thing because they lock each other out where Fel Blade doesn't. So initial read here is that Fel Rush seems not necessary anymore, and almost entirely you'll use Fel Blade, but whatever. Only other real change besides enemies necessary is that Cycle of Hatred was redesigned. I've been calling for this. The uptime stuff sucks. Basically now, I-Beam reduces the cooldown of your next one by 2 to 5 seconds, stacking up to 10 or 20 seconds. So I don't know what this means. If it's like a thing that happens over time. What it seems to me is that this seems like Radon's Cascading Eyes, where you use I-Beam, it deals damage, and like each time you get damage off of it, it stacks up. So basically every time you use I-Beam, you'll get 20 seconds off its CD for 2 points, which is pretty good. This just makes it a very consistent 20 seconds, makes it a 20-second cooldown, so you'll line it up all the time with Momentum or Inertia. And it lines up seamlessly with Essence Break. Again, sorry, my dinner's cooking. So pretty good stuff there. Now, remains to be seen how good this will be. I'm thinking Havoc's probably going to get a pretty massive like change in how we play with all these things here. We do lose Cycle of Hatred benefit from Screaming Brutality because they've changed it. But this is just much better gameplay-wise. I could see you taking this in Mythic Plus now. This is pretty huge for like anything to do with AoE damage, I-Beam trucks. So pretty good stuff there. Now the big thing, other than all these changes, is enemies necessary is gone. So Demon Surge does a lot less damage. Immolation Aura does a lot less damage. That's mostly it. But Fel Devastation does a lot less damage. Burning Blades does a lot less damage. So we have lost a massive source of damage in all of our like spells, like 40% basically. And this makes Mastery a lot worse. Still probably gonna be a pretty good stat. Wow, everything's going off. I'll be back. All right, sorry about that. So any means necessary being removed makes Mastery a lot worse and kills our AoE damage, basically. This was really good because of Immolation Aura. With that gone, and with them capping Demon Surge beyond 8 targets, and with them basically making it so Demon Surge no longer scales off Mastery, our AoE damage is going to be really handicapped with what we have so far. Now, we'll have the Glaive stuff to make up for it. Obviously, you can't, you know, it's not really an AoE tool. It kind of is, but not really. And we'll have like more I-Beam stuff. But I guess we'll also have stronger Fel Rushes, but I don't know if that will make up for the large loss of damage Demon Surge, Burning Blades, and Immolation Aura Rage Fire is going to get. So we'll see what happens here. Initial thoughts are I like these changes. It fixes a lot of the issues we've had. It's not really super exciting. Like, it is exciting. It's cool we get changes, but like, I hope there's going to be more. There's going to be some problems here. A lot of the issues I've talked about are still present. We have no changes to our hero talents, which are really bad. So we'll see what happens with this. I'm hoping for more, but I am happy with what we've gotten, and we will be getting like playstyle changes. Like Fel Rushing is almost exclusively dead in Raid, which is kind of crazy. You might not even take it anymore. We don't know. We'll see what happens, but initial changes are interesting. I like them. They're pretty good. This is hype, but this is also hype. We'll see what happens. So other thing is the Tierset. Now, I actually hate the Tierset. So what they're doing here is that they're basically making it so that Tierset, the 2-piece, are sort of spec like locked. So like all melee will have a similar 2-piece, all range will have a similar 2-piece, all healers have a similar 2-piece, and all tanks will have a similar 2-piece. So we can see here that like Feral spells have a chance to activate Winning Streak, increasing the damage of yada yada yada, stacking up to 10 times, and then you can remove it. Havoc's is the same. So your spells and abilities have a chance to activate Winning Streak, increasing the damage of your Blade Dance and Chaos Strike, stacking up to 10 times, and then Blade Dance and Chaos Strike have a chance to remove it. So your spells stack up this buff to these two, and then whenever you use those spells, they lose power. I don't think it's very exciting. I think it's kind of RNG and annoying that all the specs have the same one, but whatever. And then the other one is Winning Streak persists for 7 seconds after being removed by Blade Dance or Chaos Strike. Then entering Demon form sacrifices your Winning Streak to gain 1% critical strike per stat consumed. Incredibly boring. Really not that exciting. I don't know how, like, at most they'll have 10 stacks, which means that, like, because they'll persist, I'm assuming that our PPM is going to be pretty high. We'll have a lot of haste because we'll have I-beam on a 20-second cooldown. Because that, you know, and it lasts for 7 seconds, we'll probably have pretty high uptime of max stacks of this, and then pretty high uptime of the 10% critical strike chance. But it's not very exciting. It's not very interactive. Like, you kind of works with, you know, the Relentless Onslaught. It kind of works with Chaotic Transformation. It kind of works with the I-beam stuff, but it's not really anything new. It's not really interacting with talents very exciting in like any exciting ways. It is RNG, but it seems like there's enough knobs here to stop that from being that problematic. It kind of pushes us towards Cycle of Hatred because of, you know, getting more demon form. But I don't love it. I kind of hate it, honestly. So I'm a bit doomer about that. I am excited for the changes, but I really hope there's more because I don't think this is enough. But yeah, there we go. I mean, oh, that's the wrong screen. That's it. We got stuff. Nothing else to really talk about right now. We actually, I can see if they posted a Demon Hunter feedback. They did not. So there you go. Nothing to talk about there. I don't know. Let me know what you think about these changes. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be exciting when we get in and can I test them. Hopefully there's more. If you're a mover lover, playstyle might be dead now. We'll see what happens with that. But if you're a no mover lover, hats off to you. This is a huge win. Everyone should be happy the tier set's back as well. That tier set's really strong. It's really fun. And Havoc's going in a different direction. We're going more glaive focused, more demon focused, and a lot less focused on using Fel Rush because Fel Blade is now an option to buff it. So see what happens. Our AoE damage is going to get like kneecapped. So we'll see how they fix that. And interesting stuff as we head into the Christmas break. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys next time. A big thank you to all of my channel members. Thank you to Zooligan, rpalms46, Fear Redefined, Justin Penny, Callum Price, Gabrielle Correa, Magicman 133, Falafador and Dark Terror, Sky Elk, and Brad Wisniak. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. If you want to support the channel a little bit, consider becoming a channel member down below. And just thanks for watching the videos, everybody. Even if you don't become a channel member, you're still supporting me. So thanks, everybody. See you guys next time. Peace.